To throw, Williams. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. DeAndre Swift, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Bears respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get it downfield for the touchdown.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, looking to repeat that in Chargers defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he's going to have a Falcons first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. And getting this just shy of midfield, they spotted at the 49.
That's another.
These two teams all tied after one.
At the 49-yard line.
Back now in Atlanta's second quarter action, the Falcons with the football. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Here's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd.
Looking to throw. Penix. That's complete to Mooney. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it, because you're running away from people on it.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Robinson up the middle. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4. Too long for a field goal. Too short to punt that in between range. And they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it with Robinson.
He didn't get that.
Trying to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can get back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
A gain of 14. And the Bears first down.
First down, they go with Swift again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the Falcons' 46-yard line.
Here's Williams. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. Touchdown! DJ Moore, 45 yards. And the Bears have taken the lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7.
Falcons 7. Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
Now he's free at the 35. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown! He's Ron Robinson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And we are tied at 14.
Bradley Pinion sets the kickoff.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives to see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down the field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I've got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. On first and 10, it's Swift. Gets around him. Room here to run. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. 64 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Good, strong, explosive run to start it inside, which means you got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be second down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On play action is Williams. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And this one's incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And that is incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, and what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
So on fourth down, Cairo Santos on now for the Bears field goal. Santos' kick is up and through, and they take a 17-14 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Now Penix. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up second down.
At the 33-yard line.
Penix working out of the gun here. Looking for London on the out route complete. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. From the shotgun, it's Penix. Now this will be caught by Mooney. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing again, Penix. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Kyler Gordon puts it off. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside the quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll be plenty more to see after the break.
Okay.
A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this 3rd quarter. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. 3rd quarter starts with a run from Swift. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good game. 73 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and a yard. Once again, it's Swift. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball-controlled football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll take this to the 46.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Throwing is Williams. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. That'll be caught right side by the rookie receiver. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw. Looks for the out route, and it's complete to Komet. And they'll have it in the red
zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet, as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
They'll go play action here with Williams. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked on by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. About set to begin the next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And their defense did its job, forcing the takeaway there to start the half, and now can the offense follow suit?
And you'd better believe that one side of the ball feeds off the work of the other, so they'll want to come out, establish some rhythm, and go down and take the lead.
To the air, Penix. He's got his man London right side. That's good. A completion there for 7 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll throw with Penix. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of stats or experience. Whether it's personal or just offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Play action. Now Williams. That's caught left side. Burden. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Luther Burden. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Brandon, what we just saw there were two guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
Now the point after try for Santos. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Bears 24, Falcons 14.
Now after the touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On again, here's Robinson. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
It's a gain of 11. And the Falcons.
Here's Penix. And he slings one that's incomplete.
On that shit.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Looking to throw Penix. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On 3rd down, Penix from the gun. Over the middle, complete. That's Robinson. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll go for it. Here's Penix. Look in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete.
And the Falcons first down. First and 10 at the 30.
So a moment to catch our collective breath after the fourth down conversion. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
LOL. So wait, what actually is going on?
So first and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun, Penix. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. There's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. To throw again is Penix. They'll get this into the hands of Hodge. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Now a second and 6.
Second and 6.
Back to throw again. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Drake London from 10 yards out. And the Falcons have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Well, now how about this return? And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
And that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here first and 10. Well, look at this. They get the turnover they need. It's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier Watts. And the Falcons are right back in this football game. They start on the ground with Robinson here. Now he's loose again. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson, 51 yards. And the Falcons use a defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth. Gonzalez able to tackle on the PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Bears 24.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes the return. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. There he goes left side. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch it. He's in. Touchdown, Bears. They had just lost the lead. That deficit sure didn't take long to erase. They return the ensuing kickoff for a touchdown.
Love the thunderbolt that just came out of that one. That puts them in the end zone and back in the lead. Your only question, your defense just gave up a score that puts you behind. Well, that score you just added on the board will energize them, or do they have to go back out there and they're a tired unit? We'll soon see.
Santos with the extra point. And that gives them a 3-point lead. So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get for the third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Michelle Wright. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. On the ground, it's Mononga. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 33-yard line.
Running is Mononga. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Guys, mismatch caught. Chicago touchdown. Roma Dunze, 36 yards. And the Bears will add to their 4th quarter lead.
That's time.
We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over. And here a late turnover leads to a 4th quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here. And they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Yeah, the script really was flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards. The big play to start it out. Has him in the 45 already. He'll look to throw. Goes to his man on the out. It's complete. That's Robinson. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 5.
2nd and 5.
Oh, my camera.
50-yard line.
That ball back, fellas.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Oh, a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it in without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it. He got it. They'll try to throw again. Here's Penix. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. It's Javon Dexter who got in to drop him. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Here's 2nd down.
Let's go.
Now Penix. That's complete to Mooney. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. First down in the red zone. And looking to throw, Penix. Now he's going to step up and run. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Kyler Gordon picks it off. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will score. Pick 6 for Bears touchdown. So a 4th quarter pick 6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner. And I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick 6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Santos now to have the PAT. And that'll make the is a three-score game as the lead moves to 17.
45. Falcons 28.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other. Oh, my goodness. Here's a fifth interception. Kyler Gordon picks it off. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Here's Manungai. And he stops immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
Now it's second and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Throw right side, taken in by Adunze. And he takes this one in for Bears touchdown. Jerome Adunze. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bears take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Falcons 28.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
The video just put icing on the cake.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here. We'll do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Looking to throw. Locates Mooney on the out route. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. So they're getting out of that completion. And it's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And it is caught. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really.